Hello and welcome to the first unit of your 11th class biology, that is diversity in the living world. Let's first understand what is biology. In your lower classes, you have understood that biology is simply the study of living organisms, but we advance further and provide a more concrete definition, that is, biology is the science of life forms and living processes. You all know that life forms are the different types of the living organisms which are present on this planet, and life processes are the fundamental life processes by which an organism survives. So you see, this is the basic definition of uh, biology which has been provided over here. Now let's focus on two important things, that is the taxonomy. What is taxonomy? Taxonomy is the science of classifying the organisms. When you classify the organisms, it is known as taxonomy. If you are dealing with plants, then it is plant taxonomy. If you are dealing with animals, then it is animal taxonomy. Before we move forward, let's see a small excerpt which has been given about the scientist known as Ernest Mayr, born on 5th July 1904 in Germany. Ernest Mayr is known as the Darwin of 20th century. He's one of the 100 greatest scientists of all the times, and he wore the triple crown of biology, that he got three prizes, main prize in the science of biology. So he is known for that. These prizes are the International Prize of Biology in 1994, Crawford Prize in 1999, and uh, Bel- Belzen Prize in 1983. So, in this paragraph, this is an information given about Ernest Mayr. Ernest Mayr is known as the Darwin of 20th century. Let's move forward on the next uh, page. This is the first attractive page of your chapter, that's the living world. So in this page you will see the author is talking about the wide range of diversity, different types of plants and animals, and many other microbes you see in different areas like mountains, forests, oceans, etc. Then diversity in the living world. How diverse is this living world? How different types of living organisms exist on this planet? Here is a summary of that. So in this paragraph, it has been talked about. One very important thing you should remember over here is that there are about 1.7 to 1.8 million species which are known to the biologists and which have been discussed. No doubt, as well as an estimate, there are about 7 to 10 million species on this planet. But this data, which has been given 1.7 to 1.8 million, it is of the species which uh, are known to the scientists. So, this is the diverse forms of the life forms, the biodiversity. Moving forward here, you will see one important thing that's mentioned over here is that India is also among the mega biodiversity countries of the world. That is, uh, many diverse forms of living organisms are also found here. Then there is very important point about the nomenclature. One fundamental component of the taxonomy is nomenclature. It means assigning scientific names to the living organisms. You know that every living organism has a name in its native or vernacular language, and this creates a sort of confusion. For example, there is sparrow, it is known as sparrow in English. Similarly, it is known as chedia in Urdu. Similarly, it would have name in every language of the world, and this creates a confusion to standardize the names of the living organisms. Scientific nomenclature has been given, that's known as binomial nomenclature. And if an organism is an animal, then the norms which are followed are as per international code of zoological nomenclature. And if the organism is plant, then standard norms are followed as per the international code of botanical nomenclature. And this nomenclature uh, was given by Carolus Linnaeus, who is also known as the father of taxonomy. Every living organism which is assigned a scientific name, its name has two components. That's a genus and a species. That's a generic name and a specific name, or a generic epithet and a specific epithet. Since the name has two components, that's a genus and a species, that's why it is known as binomial nomenclature. All the names are Latinized. They are to be written in italics. If handwritten, then they are to be underlined. And if the name of the scientist is given at the end of the name, it is written in an abbreviated form and it's not underlined. Like that of Mangifera indica. Mangifera is genus, indica is species, is the botanical name of mango. And at the end of indica, you can write down LINN. It stands for Linnaeus in abbreviated form. So over here there are some rules of the nomenclature. First mentioned is binomial names are generally Latin, are written in italics. The Latinized are derived from Latin irrespective of their origin. Again, over here is mentioned that these names are Latinized. The first word represents genes, where the second component denotes first word denotes genus, second word denotes the species. Both the words are in binomial nomenclature. When handwritten separately, they are to be underlined, or if printed, they need to be in italics. So again, Mangifera indica, the botanical name of mango, is mentioned again here. Similarly, over here you will see name of author appears after the specific epithet at the end of the biological name, and it's handwritten in abbreviated form like Mangifera indica lin, which I was saying you earlier. So moving forward, you will see basically you will see the taxonomy of the science of taxonomy has four fundamental components. That is the characterization, then identification, then classification and nomenclature. Characterization means when you find a new organism, you need to study its characters, find out its characters. Then is identification, that's you have to identify this very organism. And then there is classification, you have to classify into the group of organisms, uh, or you have to classify this very organism into a group to which it belongs. Then there's nomenclature, that's a scientific nomenclature. So this was about the definition of the taxonomy. Here is mentioned the here hence characterization, identification, classification and nomenclature are the process basic to the taxonomy. So this is about the taxonomy, science of taxonomy. Now, besides, when we study the evolutionary relationships together with the taxonomy, then this science is known as systematics. So, systematics is a broader term which includes taxonomy but also includes studying the evolutionary relationships among the organisms. Indeed, Linus wrote a book known as Systema Naturae about the different these rules of the this taxonomy and finding the evolutionary relationships among the organisms. This book was known as Systema Naturae. So then there are taxonomy categories. You see, there are different taxonomy categories. We have to study the taxonomic hierarchy for this. You will see the hierarchy starts from the species. It is the basic category in the classification, and a category in the classification is known as taxon. So basic category is species. The individuals of the same species have strong morphological similarities, and they interbreed with one another successfully. For example, all the plants of Mangifera indica belong to the same species, that is indica. The genus is Mangifera. Similarly, Solanum tuberosum, that is the potato, it has the genus that is tuberosum. Similarly, loin, zoological name Panthera leo, its species is leo. So here in Mangifera indica, indica is species. In Solanum tuberosum, it is the tuberosum which is the species, and in Panthera leo, it is the leo that is the species. So this is the end. Then there is Panthera tigris, that is the tiger. Here tigris is the species. Then there is Homo sapiens, that is the zoological name of the humans. Yes, sapiens is the species and Homo is the genus. Then when we move up to up from the level of the species, you will see genus. A genus includes many species, similar species, like Solanum is the species. It includes Solanum tuberosum and many other species. And similarly, Panthera is a genus. It includes many species like Panthera pardis, which is leopard, Panthera tigris, which is tiger, Panthera leo, which is lion. Felis, by the way, Felis is the zoological name of this cat, Felis domesticus. Then moving from basic taxon, that species, to the genus, then comes the family. A family includes many related genera, like there's the family of Solanaceae. Solanaceae family includes uh, many genera like Petunia, Solanum, Datura. So Solanaceae family includes this Datura, Petunia, and Solanum genera. Similarly, Felidae is a family in which Felis domesticus is included, and the what we call as Felis genera is included, and Panthera genera is already included in this category. Then moving ahead of the moving ahead of the family comes the order. It includes many related what we call as families, and then class contains many related orders. Then there is the phylum, it contains many related classes. This is about the taxonomy category. But one thing you have to remember, when you move from species up to the phylum, you will see the common characters decrease. But when you move from kingdom to the species, the common characters increase. So here is the kingdom. Now there is given the scientific name of the four organisms: man, housefly, mango, and wheat. Scientific name, zoological name of man is Homo sapiens. Homo is genus, sapiens is species. Family of humans is Hominidae. Order is Primata. Class is Mammalia, and phylum is Chordata. Then comes housefly. Its zoological name is Musca domestica. Genera or genus is Musca. Family is sorry, genus is Musca, species is Domestica, family is Muscidae, order is Diptera, class is Insecta, and phylum is Arthropoda. Then comes mango, botanical name Mangifera indica. Indica is species, Mangifera is genus. Its family is Anacardiaceae. Order Cypendiales, class is Dicotyledonnae, and the division is Angiospermae. Angiosperm is the division of plants which bear flowers. Then there is wheat, botanical name Triticum aestivum, genus is Triticum, species is Aestivum, family is Poaceae, order is Poales, and then the comes the class is Monocotyledonnae, and division is Angiospermae. So this is all about living world. The summary you can see, it has summarized these basic points which you see in this unit. Like the living world is rich in variety. It means the living world is very diverse. Millions of plants and animals have been identified and described, but a large number still remains unknown. As I have already told you, as per an estimate, there are about 7 to 10 million living species, but we have identified till date only 1.7 to 1.8, which are known to taxonomists. The wide range of organs in terms of their size, color, habitat, physiological, morphological features make us seek the defining characters of living organisms. So, this is about the different types of living organisms and difference in their features. So, this is what has been discussed over here. So, again, about taxonomy and the science of classification. It studies various aspects, various species of plants and animals useful in agriculture. So the fundamental components of the taxonomy, again, I have been repeated over here, is identification, this characterization, identification, then classification, nomenclature. So this is how it has been described, and you should also remember what systematics and what is the difference between taxonomy and systematic. And then there is exercise. Let's see the questions. What are living organisms? Why are living organisms classified? The simple answer is that to study them and to make their study convenient, they have been classified into different groups depending upon their similarities. What are the classification system changing every now and then? So then there is, what are different criteria would you choose? What different criteria would you choose to classify people that you meet often? So these are generalized questions which you can answer easily. What do you learn from identification of individuals and populations? Given below is the scientific name of mango. Identify the correctly written name. Mangifera, it is Mangifera indica. It is Mangifera indica. Uh, One more thing is to be remembered, that the first letter of the genus must be capital, like the M is capital, and the rest letters are to be in small case. That's their small letter. Define taxon. Taxon is simply a category of the organisms. Hierarchical levels के बारे में पूछा गया. Can you identify the correct sequence of taxonomic categories? Correct. What is the correct sequence? It is uh, it is kingdom, then phylum, then there is class, there is order, and then there is family, then there is genus, and then there is species. You have to see this. You can easily find out if you have studied the unit. Try to collect all the currently accepted meanings for the word species. What is species? Basically, species is a category of organs which show basic fundamental similarities and which reproduce, interbreed successfully. Define and understand the following terms: phylum. All these are taxa at the different levels. You can easily answer these questions. Illustrate the taxonomic hierarchy with suitable examples of plants and animals. So this is the uh, fundamental cracks which has been discussed about taxonomy in this unit.